Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Papillon. So if you have watched the Gamesplanation for Papillon, you'll have an idea of how the game plays. I am going to have a playthrough set up for 3 players. The game does have 2-player rules, but the 2-player rules get rid of all of this bidding and the whole idea that the worms or caterpillars are worth money or there's finance in those caterpillar tokens. So to start with, white is going to spend 3 to take that spot. Pink is going to go there, and blue, it might as well push pink back 1 and go there, which means pink is going to get 2 extra tokens in and blue is getting 1 extra token in. White now gets to select which line he's going to take. He's probably going to take this top line because there's the caterpillar there. So notice they stay in that order and push across. Blue likes the look of this one. And pink might as well take that, which will get him 1 extra token. Okay, they now go to building their garden. So every garden piece must be put in from garden that is already there. When there's no garden, you can obviously choose where you're going. He's going to go there. So he has straight away finished off both the yellow and the purple garden beds. This player has nothing that can share, so they're going to have to go the green field next to the green field. And this player will go there. So the only person who's finished off any of their flower beds is white. So white gets to add 1 to purple, and he's going to go for this purple because it's worth 11 points. The other one would have been worth 7. And yellow, he'll go for this one because it's worth 10 points if he can get the most, and only 9 on the other. Okay. Here ends round 1, so we take off anything extra that wasn't used, replace the tiles out of the bag, add the caterpillars, turn over the next guy, so notice that the next gnome is worth 0. White has first bidding choice, and white is actually going to spend 5 of his tokens to get the first spot, because he really likes the look of that top line. Pink doesn't worry quite as much, so he's going to, no, he might actually go to there, so he'll spend 1 of his caterpillars. Now blue has the choice of either spending 2 or gaining 1, and he thinks that he might just go there, which will gain him 1. Now, bear in mind that there is a limit to how many of these you can have, and that limit is 12. So blue is up to 12, pink is on 11. So they're going to have to start spending them at some point. So white is definitely taking this top line. Pink thinks he'll take the second line, so that brings him up to the 12 caterpillars as well. Blue might take those 2. Okay, they now build their gardens off what's already there. Okay, white has done, he's built another yellow flower bed that's completed. Pink has just built a blue and a purple flower bed. And he'll go there, so the red's still open. Blue has just built a red flower bed and the purple's still open. Okay, blue now places his guy up there first, so he's got the red. Now his red is 3 tiles large, which means he gets that, which means he now gets to place another one of his butterflies, and he thinks right at this point in time it's probably worth adding 1 there. Pink then gets to place his, so he's placing 1 on the purple flower. He'll also place on that flower and 1 on the blue flower. So it's probably worth his while to place 1 there. And then white gets to put one onto yellow. He already has one on that yellow, so he might go over to the other yellow to get those points as well. And then we go on to the next round. I think that gives you an idea of how this game plays. I might just jump to the last round to give you a feel of how the game actually finishes up. Okay, so final round has been played. It's worth noticing that the blue player had one more butterfly to place out, but had two areas that he placed in. So he placed that butterfly out, and then he moved a butterfly from one across to another, because that's where the benefit of the points was going to be. We then go to scoring. The way scoring works is there is a score pad, and so what we're looking at is, to start with, the red flowers, which are these ones. I'll go with the one with the higher points first. So this one has 2 blue butterflies, 2 pink, and 1 white, which means both blue and pink get 11 points, and white gets 3 points. If you go to this one, it's just 1 from blue and 1 from pink, so it's 8 points each for those guys. Coming over to the blue flowers, pink has 3, white has 2, blue has 1. So pink gets 10 points there, white gets 6 points, and blue gets 3. On the other flower, all 3 of them have 1, so each of them gets 9 points. On the purple flower, the one over here, blue has 3, white has 2, and looks like pink has 1. So blue gets 11 points, white gets 8 points, and pink gets 4 points. Then on the other flower, each of them have 1, so all of them get 7 points. Then over to the yellow flowers, this one, white and blue both have 2, which means both white and blue will get 10 points. And pink has just 1, so he'll get the 4 points. And on this one, white gets the 9 points because he's got 2 guys, and blue gets 6 points. We then add all that up. Okay, we then add up the caterpillars left over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. White gets 5 points. Pink gets 3. And blue gets 5. We count the number of butterflies in enclosed fields. Notice this is not an enclosed field because there's an empty gap there. We don't know what goes in there, so it's not enclosed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's all he has. Okay, and then we go to the largest patches. So they need to be completed patches. So white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 16 points. And his second largest patch is this yellow one or this red one. They're both 4 tiles. So that's 8 points for either of them. Pink has this very large purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 16 points as well. And his next largest patch is probably this red one, which is 3, so it's 6 more points for that. And then over to blue, his largest patch looks like this purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's 12 points. And his second largest is probably this purple one here. 1, 2, 3, which has 4 markers on it. None of these count because they're incomplete. The bonus score is talking about how many of these you have. It doesn't come into play unless there's a tie. So it's worth just noting down this guy has 3, this guy has 2, this guy has 1. But that doesn't come into the scores at all. And that's the final score. So white has 86, pink 89, and blue finished up with 95. I hope this gives you a feel for how the game plays and how it's scored. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @the Gamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.